the Not So Average podcast crew.
Yes.
Yo, what is the deal? I feel like I left out an extra yo in there. But anyway, you already know who it is. It is your boy, PhillyJay. Not from around your way, but somebody's way. Probably my mama's way. Shout out to my mama one time. Yo, I love you, mama. Today, you already know that this is our first episode of the new year. And we finally got everybody together.
We back, baby.
Yeah, baby. So to my left, I got the incomparable, lovely Ms.Yoyo.
What's up, everybody?
What is the deal?
What's happening? Happy New Year.
How's BU?
Doing amazing.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much.
How was the beginning of your new year, even though I was with you? I want the people to know how.
It's pretty good, you know. Had a good time chilling
Okay.
with some people,
All right,
drinking,
all right.
relaxing,
Facts.
very low key.
Yeah, it was
You know?
super low key. And to your left, right? We going in a circle now. To your left,
To my left, we have.
we got, he's back in full effect because I know you guys missed him last episode. He's back in full effect. We got the man, the myth, and the legend of the Not Your Average podcast crew, Mr. Julio Big Dawg.
What's
What's the
up,
deal,
guys?
bro?
Not much. Just getting back into it, man.
Yeah, man, it's like the first time
Great to
we
be
all
back.
really getting back to work.
Yes.
Right. Enough of this fucking around.
Yeah, enough of this fuck shit.
Actually, this week would be the first full week of January. Fuck you, January.
Damn.
January is the Monday of like all the fucking months. There's
Oh,
no days off.
yo.
Well, except for this last Monday. That was New Year's
so you don't
Day.
get off for Martin Luther King holiday?
No, I don't.
Oh shit, never mind.
that sucks.
I was about to.
No, I fucking don't.
Right. I think that's
Shit,
only for
did you-
school now,
No,
bro.
I
Yo,
don't.
right?
This job, there's no other fucking days off.
Yo,
but
I
holidays.
would take Martin Luther King Day off. I'd be like, yo,
Shit,
for my,
I think I will.
If I was you, I'd be like, yo, for my heritage and
For my culture.
Yo, for the culture.
For the
you know,
culture.
for like, yo, I am black. Okay, therefore, I believe that I should automatically get all black.
I'm
people's
dreading it.
holidays off.
I'm really dreading it because the last 2 weeks we had 2 Mondays off. 3-day weekends, and this is the first full week back at work.
Oh,
Because it was New Year's
shit.
Eve, and then it was Christmas Day, New Year's Day.
Damn, I didn't know New Year's came before Christmas. But
It was Christmas Day, and then New Year's Day,
I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
and now
Yo,
we're
right?
back.
Yo, that's what's up. You know, hey, listen, if you haven't already, before we get into this, if you haven't already, make sure you freaking subscribe. Damn, I was looking
baby.
for both of y'all for that
Subscribe.
Yeah, see, I was looking for both of y'all.
Subscribe,
look,
baby.
it's our first show back. All right, it's our first show back, so I will not hold it against you guys, all right?
We ain't in tune, baby.
That's
All right, so before we get into it, guys, check this out. So I had somebody hit me up, you know, and they're like, yo, what's up? And I'm like,
It's a new year.
yeah, right, right, what's up? The sky. God,
Wow.
You got all the
You know,
the
like-
people from last year trying to hit
right,
you
like,
up
yo, what's
this year.
up? I see you guys out there doing your thing. What's up? What are you doing? Why are you talking to me?
First of all, you just asked. You saw what we're doing, yet you ask again. Oh my
Right? Like,
God.
why are you talking to me?
What
like
do you
that?
want?
Right.
How
That's
can I
basic-
help you?
Yeah, right. That's basically it. Like, you guys ever have people hit you up and you're like, where your man at? Like, where your girl at? Like, why are you
Right.
talking to me?
Yes.
Y'all ain't got shit to talk about?
Right.
Fuck is you calling me for?
I don't
Fuck
know.
is
Yo,
you
bro.
talk-
I don't know if you realize, but I'm busy.
Yo, facts. Like, what? Right? Yo, and people get upset if you answer what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, man, what's wrong with you? Nigga, I'm in the middle of shit. What do
I think
you
it's
want?
just weird. Like, why are you hitting me up? Like, what do you want to talk about?
I think it's weird if I don't know. I think it's weird if the circumstances change. You know, like
Yeah.
why? Like I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like if I don't talk to you like that, and if we don't really vibe like that, why in the fuck do you have my number?
Why is he hitting me up?
More than likely, they get my number from like my brother or my mom. Like I don't be giving my number out. Like, hey man, you talk.
Or your number hasn't changed in a couple of years, so.
I've had this number for 2 years. This is the longest number I've ever had in my life.
So I mean, if somebody,
it's time for a change.
if you've had your number for a long time and somebody you used to talk to is gonna like hit you up with that same number.
For what? Listen, if years pass, obviously, like, what do you hit me up for?
There's always a catch. I don't know what it is.
Hey, just want to drop this baby off on your doorstep. Whoa. I ain't the pappy.
Happy New Year.
Yo, I got a homeboy right now who.
I hope you're not.
Yo, right.
Or else I'll be fucking somebody up.
Damn.
Two people.
Listen.
Attitude straight from the Bronx.
Damn. You gonna be fucking somebody's baby up? Because ain't nobody fucking me up. I'll tell you that right now. I believe in equal opportunity. Don't put your hands on me. Plain and simple. Don't put your... You can yell everything. Don't put your hand. Yo, I watched this video of this dude out here rapping and his girl was putting on makeup. And my man had one of those rock'em sock'em thick ass, some big ass joints. Yo, she out here vibing to the music and shit. Yo, as soon as she was
really trying to concentrate putting on her makeup.
My man
and he came out of nowhere and just hit her in the face.
Bro, she was all fucked up. Damn. She was and upset.
I would be too. Sometimes it takes us a long time to perfect our makeup, especially if you're trying to do that wing liner. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. That wing eyeliner. That shit
I don't know
pissing
none
you
of
off.
that shit. All I know is that you're playing paint makeup on your face. That's it. You're playing finger paint on your face.
That shit isn't a joke. We take that shit seriously. Don't interrupt us or talk to us while we are trying to do our makeup.
I don't think you guys take that serious. Well, at least not all of you, because I see some of them and they're like, yo, you look like a little clown.
Well, for the ones that do take it seriously, y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, I'm still trying to perfect my makeup
That goes
routine.
right back. That goes right back into saying how women are liars.
Oh my
you
God.
lied to men from the jump.
Hey, I don't know about that. I use makeup to enhance my beauty, my natural beauty. I don't necessarily need it, but I like to wear it from time to time.
Do you plaster your face too?
I do not.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
it's very minimal.
So Yolanda likes to tell a white lie. She
No.
don't like to tell a full lie.
That's not a white lie. That's not a white lie.
It is a white lie. Yo, look, I like to put on a little whatever,
I do.
whatever. That's a white lie. And all these bitches that be out here putting on cake face. Like,
but I still look like me.
Lies.
When I put
Full-blown
makeup
lies.
on, I still look like the real, true me. There's some other females out there that if they take that fucking makeup off their face, who the fuck are you?
Bitch, I ain't come home with you.
Where the hell is so-and-so?
Who the fuck?
Like, it's
First
a real
off,
big
where'd
difference.
your hair go? Okay? You know what? If you ever seen the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
No.
I'm gonna put you on to it,
Oh, you
sir.
have to watch that.
Listen, when I first saw that movie, there's a scene where my man Keenan Ivory Wayans takes this woman home. Yo, she start taking off her contacts out,
eyelashes
eyelids out, right? Eyelashes out, hair off. Then, bro, breast out, the ass out, legs gone, right? She fucking had like a little wooden, like.
prosthetic.
Like a little prosthetic. I said, yo, never again. Never again. But then again, I got fooled
There's
by
some
Cheryl
women
in the club,
out there
so.
like that you just don't recognize them without all of these extra added
Listen, I'm going to put a lighter
extensions.
to somebody's leg just to make sure, like,
You know what?
bitch, your whole leg on fire.
Women know this, but if you sit here and wear makeup every single day and then the day you don't, it's like, oh my God, you're unrecognizable. But for someone who, let's say, doesn't wear a lot of makeup every day and then just all of a sudden it's like, bam, everybody's like, oh wow, oh my God.
Or you get these bitches that look like, yo, they face is white and they neck is
Oh
like.
no.
Right?
That's just bad blending and they don't know how to match
that
their
or like
makeup.
the red cheeks when it's excessive. It's like,
Yo,
yo, are
right?
you sick?
Like,
What about that black girl?
nervous.
I'm sorry, there was one black girl at Vista College. She's probably still
Yo,
there.
bro, she's like my
And
complexion, but she had makeup
like
on.
you.
Yes.
Like you.
Damn.
Dude,
Yes.
it was horrible.
That's pretty
bad.
white.
It's like nobody sat
Not
there
even
and
white.
said, sister, what is you doing?
Like, I don't understand how you look at yourself in the mirror and
She
you
looked
don't
like
see
old-ass
like,
chocolate.
oh my
You
God,
ever
there's
seen
something
old
wrong
chocolate?
with
Yeah,
me.
that
Like
shit's
ashy,
like- you ever seen an old
a milk
Snickers?
chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes, she looked just like that.
Worse.
Old-ass
That shit
Snickers.
is worse than that.
Said, damn, sister,
Old
like,
Vietnam chocolate.
right?
It's
And then
pretty
you're like, yo,
bad.
I really don't want to come up to you and be like, yo, your makeup's fucked up. You know, and then
You're
she
too
out
nice.
here like, yo, your brother can't go to college, nigga.
Yeah.
Damn,
Hey,
imagine.
all right, my bad.
Her
my
makeup
bad.
was totally
Shout out to the
off.
little clowns out
Yo,
there.
shout out to all the clown ass women out there.
Shout
If
out
you-
to all the women who are actually trying to perfect their makeup. Shout out to all the natural,
No, I'm not
beautiful
gonna shout
women.
y'all out. I'm not gonna
Shout out to y'all natural women.
Shout out to the natural women that barely put makeup on or don't put any makeup on whatsoever. Shout out to all of y'all. Yes, let's
So
remind
shout out to
Yeah,
me.
bro, because there's some chicks that I've seen that don't wear makeup, and I'm like, ugh, and then they put makeup on, and I'm like, hey, what happened?
Like
How
you
can
need
you
a
keep
I'm
this
glad.
on
I'm glad I
forever?
saw the true you.
look.
But
My
goddamn.
suggestion is you put a little bit of that foundation, a little bit of blush, a little bit of
That's too much already.
bronzer,
I don't know.
You
some
lost me already.
mascara,
I'm glad
do
I'm a
your
man.
eyebrows,
Hey,
put a little
hey,
gloss,
these men nowadays,
lipstick.
man, are doing it too. Which is,
Bro.
my sister was watching this video on YouTube, bro, and like I was like, "What are you watching?" She's like, "Oh, just this makeup tutorial."
It was
I was
a
like,
guy.
"That's a dude." And she's like,
That's a dude. What are you? What are
Man,
you
the
doing?
men are the best. They really know how to do makeup for some reason.
"Shout out
Like
to my makeup guys out there."
Yo, but there are straight dudes that do makeup,
Yeah.
but they're only in the business for the pussy. That's
Right?
it. They're
Yeah,
not in
true.
it for like
That
yo,
or modeling.
Yo, right?
or
Yeah.
In it for the pussy or the penis, either or.
Or shout out to my gods out there putting their eyeliner. Looking
Hey,
to press the
right? I ever tell y'all the story about the one goth girl that I was fucking with in high school? I wasn't dating her. I was just like basically picking on her, right? Because the shit was weird. She was weird. And I decided to pick on her today. That day was not that day.
Was she weird because she was goth, or weird because she was just weird?
First off, she had like referee pants on. They were like Beetlejuice pants. So automatically, you look, I'm not that mature, you know, in certain situations at 33. Now imagine me at fucking 15, 16, yo, started clowning her, yo.
MC
she
Hammer?
stopped. Mind you, the hallway is packed. She stopped, turned around,
And
said,
smacked you.
Philip, if you don't leave me alone, I'ma put voodoo on your ass.
Oh shit,
Bro,
This bitch
my
a witch.
eyes got big as fuck. I was with the girl that I was dating at the time,
Yeah.
so this goth girl straight hoed me, right? Fuck you, wherever you at. Yo, right? I'm like, yo, you got your referee.
That's
pants
what you
on?
get.
She said, I'll put voodoo on your ass. I said,
damn.
all right, I'm sorry. I was just playing with you.
maybe
like,
she did put voodoo on you.
Hey, it's cool. Nah.
Did
she-
things get
nah,
weird
she ain't
after
never-
that?
she-
Like, did
nah,
you notice
'cause-
anything different happening
Nah,
to you
see,
or
I'm that-
anything
see,
strange?
See, I was that guy where I would, yo, bye, 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 bye. And I was like, yo, chill. I'm just playing with you. That's
Right.
it.
You were
I'm just
scared.
playing
You
with
backed
you.
down.
She was like, all right. I'm
So
just
nothing
people-
out of the ordinary happened to you after that? Like,
Nah.
nothing strange?
Nah.
Okay,
nah.
so
I guess
She
you
saved
heed
you.
the warning sign, bro.
You goddamn right.
did
That's
you,
why your eyes
Did
open
you
like,
go
oh,
home?
yeah, fuck
Did
no.
you go home and pray and be like,
No,
"Oh my God,
no,
please,
no.
Lord, protect me
No,
from
like,
the
Lord,
voodoo"?
protect me from this report card that I got to give to my mama who's
Get-
already
get
upset
ass
at
whipping.
me, right?
You know why Philip was scared though?
Mm.
Because he knows those voodoo doctors, man. Because he black.
Oh my
Yo,
God, that
those-
leads
them
me
shits
to
are
think
real.
about that
Those
one
shits are real.
episode we just finished
here we
watching.
go.
Housewives of I'm not Housewives, Married to Medicine.
Listen,
This woman.
I got a question.
Oh
If you're, let's say you're trying to get your shit together with God and you're just trying to become a better person.
But you're really
which,
religious.
In all honesty, I don't think you need God in order to be
A better person. Amen. I agree.
100%. No matter what religion is supposed to make you better. You're
No.
supposed to make yourself better.
Number one, religion is here to control people.
It's about
not
faith,
here-
a matter of fact. It's not about like, oh, if I do this and that, like closer to God, I'm gonna be a better person.
No, that's how people think. That is
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
the base
That's the
majority.
sad
The
part.
base majority
Right.
will sit there and be like, well, I need this relationship with God, and
Right.
and then you ask them, well, what do you do to
What are you,
know,
doing
about
to tighten your relationship with God,
Oh,
to get closer to God?
I pray a lot.
I go to church.
Like, okay. And
how is that
How are you
helping?
How are you helping your fellow man? Because if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the main things that God looks for.
Right.
Correct?
Yes.
How do you help
thy
fellow
neighbor?
Man? You know, I mean, I'm not helping these neighbors. So fuck them. You know.
Shit, we need help. Help us.
Right?
Help me. Don't help me.
No, but this one lady, basically they took a trip to New Orleans.
Shout out to New Orleans.
It was a girls' trip. It's supposed to like be a trip to where they're supposed to get closer together and pretty much, what did they call it?
So basically, it was
woman
like a
empowerment.
It was like a forgiveness trip to where they all had some type of beef with each other. So they wanted to
squash
back,
the beef and just try to repair their relationship.
If you're, you know, like we said, trying to get your thing together with God and everything like that, right? If I take you to a voodoo shop, would you be out here like, no?
Mind you, they're in New Orleans, so her idea,
real.
this other lady's idea was, okay, let's try something different. Let's see what they have in New Orleans, because you know, voodoo is very like popular in New Orleans, like it's their culture. And so they had a lot of voodoo shops and stuff like that. So she wanted to bring her there because she was interested in finding out more about, you know, the religion, because it's a religion.
It is. Now, I will say this, because I had a friend tell me, because I was telling them about my experience of getting my palms read, you know, and, you know, my friend told me, like, yo, you got to be careful because you don't know what they're praying for. Like, they can pray to attach whatever spirits on you to get it off them or whatever it is.
Something.
You know, and I shit you not, it was cool, the information that I got, because it was super spot on.
Right.
But at the same time, weird shit happened after.
Well, I agree. You don't know what doors they're opening, what spirits they are capable of.
It's like a Ouija board.
Like introducing into your life, into your spirit, your own spirit. So basically, she was so upset. And
she cursed her friend out.
She was
and
like
shit.
in
like,
tears. She started crying. She made a scene.
What the fuck?
Like her friend was like, "This was not my intention. I just wanted to bring us here to find out
just
more.
To do something different."
Like,
like to answer your question, man. If I'm trying to be like a person of God and all this stuff, I don't think I would be afraid or like terrified or anything, because when it comes to any religion, it's the same. Like if I go to what's it called, the Jew place,
the mosque.
The mosque. There we go.
No, is it not the mosque?
Like, any type of temple, any religion. Like I might not take part of it because I don't know, but same thing with the voodoo. Like, yeah, sure, I'll check it out, but I'm not gonna participate in anything. But that's just what I would do.
Exactly.
I mean,
like,
the guy that was
I
at
went to
the
Catholic
store,
church.
he was like very informative. Like he explained to the ladies the different forms of voodoo, what they mean, what they do, how they practice. Like, yeah, there's bad voodoo, but there's also good voodoo. Like, there's
just
good
like,
stuff.
Religion,
just like anything.
It's like magic.
People.
Right.
Just in life.
Good magic.
Exactly.
Black magic, whatever.
Exactly.
Yo, I know it's real. I had a Haitian homeboy.
I know it's real too.
Yo, my homeboy, he's
Harry
Haitian.
Potter.
He was the first black Jewish dude I've ever seen. Right? Fucking. He hit my other homeboy up and was like, yo, you having problems with your wife? Give me some of her hair. I can make her be with you forever. Or until you want that broken. He said, this nigga's crazy. I gotta stop hanging out with him. Shout out to my homeboy, Jean-Luc.
Then you don't know how those things like will backfire and turn around and do the opposite. That's not something to play around with.
Yeah, something like a lot of people go to New Orleans for, like you said, it was a cleansing. It's like they do this whole ritual with a cleansing.
Yeah.
And I really don't believe that's really necessary, because if you're trying to cleanse like your soul, you should really do it yourself. Like,
I think it's because people don't know how to.
Yeah, I think it's just like a water pill type thing. You know?
Like in Spanish culture, I don't know if you guys have this here.
The egg?
But there's this place called it's like a botanica. It's called a botanica. And basically the people who are there, they have like religious things, but they also have stuff like that. Like they do cleansings. They can also give you stuff like if you're having problems in your relationships. Like they believe in a lot of like things, like these symbols, these things that they give you, or they tell you what to do. They're supposed to help you and whatever it is that you want gone or what you want,
Yeah.
it's supposed to come true if you follow the rules that they give you.
Yeah, and
It's
if you go off
crazy.
I've heard of that. And if you go off track, that's when shit gets really funky.
Yeah.
And everything like that. Now, I will say this before we get into our first talking point, right? Talking point, right?
Talking.
Right.
Because you were going to say topic,
Yeah, right.
and you said.
So, to be honest with you, I honestly believe a lot of people go these different routes is because it's very hard as a human being to look at yourself in the mirror, especially just like you said with cleansing. I've had to do it to myself a couple times.
Me too.
And the first time that
So
I
have
actually had to cleanse my whole being, was shit. It was like back in like 2007, 2008. You know what I mean? And it's very hard to look at yourself in the mirror to see
Acknowledge
your your
that you're-
flaws and say, look,
right.
I'm not perfect. This is where you fucking up. This is what you got to change. This is where you need to be at. And a lot of people can't do it because a lot of people cannot be truthful within themselves. Yeah, your brain might tell you like, yeah, I know this, but inside you're sitting here like, no, I don't want to do that. I can't do this. I've had multiple conversations with friends where I'm like, you got to do this. You got to spend time by yourself.
It's
You gotta
because
be able to have that meditation period to where you're like, yo, I need to be a better person.
Yeah.
How do I become I read a whole lot, and it was the first time in my life that I really sat down and read things outside of comic book novels.
Well, because I think, like you said, people are afraid to look within themselves and see that the problem lies with themselves. But
Right.
people are always looking for a cure
Yeah.
or someone or something to solve whatever it is that they're going through.
And then it's not just only religion too, like.
And they
going
use
into-
religion as that,
Yeah,
as
like
a clutch.
also another thing that
Music.
people use a lot is counseling. Like
Yeah.
sure, I see counseling as because again, like Philip said, you can't look at yourself and tell yourself this what you're going through,
Mm-hmm.
and like when you go through a therapist, it's like if it's your inner voice, what's it called? Your conscience.
Your
There you
conscience.
go. It's somebody else trying to pick up your conscience.
Or wake it up,
Yeah,
like,
there you
come
go.
on,
It's like
man.
for right now,
Like,
I'm
show
assisting
you your conscience.
But at the end, I think a
your
therapist is like, you're
choice.
good if you can acknowledge yourself and like
They
make
help
mistakes and
you
everything.
understand that you are capable of solving your
It's a
own
helping
problems.
tool.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's a
There you go.
guidance. It's people use it as a guidance, as a guide to help them make a decision that they probably would take a longer to make, won't make at all, or just need help seeing that there is a problem.
Yeah.
Because
Shout out
they
to my crazy
themselves
people.
don't see
Yo,
it
right.
themselves.
Shout out to all the wild ass crazy people. Shout out to the people that are in therapy. Shout out to the people that ain't in therapy. And if you're not in therapy, make sure you go ahead and subscribe.
And that might be your New Year's
Subscribe,
resolution.
baby.
Yeah, right.
If you believe in resolutions, for all you people out there making resolutions since
That y'all don't ever stick to.
1999 that
Right.
y'all have not yet even
Lazy fucks.
done.
I'm gonna be in the gym.
You
They
need
get there
Jesus,
2
bro.
weeks.
You need Jesus. No, I'm just
Right.
kidding. Back to their religion.
Yo, so as the year closed out, we sat there. There's a lot of celebrity, like, because it's award season coming up, right?
Yeah.
So Grammys, Oscars, things like that. So I was wondering, or I wanted to talk about some of these influential celebrities of the past year. You
Right.
know, they don't, necessarily have to be of the past year, but, when it comes to being an influential celebrity, like to you guys, like I will ask the question to you guys. So what makes a celebrity to you guys influential?
I think somebody who stands up for what they believe in, a celebrity who fights for a cause, for something that they feel strongly about, not just because like
It's a fad.
right, it's a fad or it's something that everybody's talking about or
I think that's
catchy
what
808
happened.
hook
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, is that it became more of a fad
Right.
Yeah.
than an actual movement, because other people made it a fad.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the majority do not understand what it really means. You know what I mean? Of course you're gonna have assholes out there throwing the shit, fucking people shit up. That's just
humanity.
Yeah.
But like something serious that happened, for example, that's close to my heart is the hurricane that happened in Puerto Rico that destroyed many people's homes, communities, lives. I mean, I don't know a lot of artists who
y'all ain't got lights,
stood up for that, who
I
donated.
know. Did you hear about that Jay-Z and Beyonce
Well,
concert
except for
that
them, I haven't heard any other artists.
Fat
It was
Joe.
a huge concert with a lot
I'm
of
talking
artists.
about outside of Hispanics, because I know J-Lo, Marc Anthony, not Enrique Iglesias, but so far I've only seen like a lot of Hispanics.
It should
respond.
be like that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it should be like that. You have to take care of your people.
No, absolutely.
Before you take care of, and that's the problem with.
I agree.
Yo, this topic can go deep.
No, I agree with you with that, but I also think
yeah.
that regardless, period, there should be an outpouring of different artists from all over. Like this should be a time where everybody comes together,
Ms.Yoyo.
not just because you're Hispanic or because you like. It just should be everyone.
Ms.Yoyo, I will ask you this question. Well, I will tell you this. People do not want to help other people if it does not completely connect with them.
Yeah, definitely.
I saw this video. You guys ever watched that?
Well, I understand that to a
it's-
certain extent.
This thing, it sometimes comes on
But
ABC.
help is help, regardless.
Check this out. This is a show. It sometimes comes on ABC, Nightline, 2020, whatever. It's called What Would You Do?
Right.
And it's basically people are put in certain situations to see what
test
would
them.
people would
Yes,
do, right?
I've seen
so
that.
this black lady went into a store. She was the actor, the store manager. People were actors or whatever. So basically, it was this lady being profiled like a motherfucker. Like, oh, well, you can't shop here, because whatever. And people are watching. Now, white people are watching. No disrespect to the white people that's listening.
Shout out to my white
We
people.
like y'all too.
I love white people. I love white people.
But right. But yo, there was this one couple in there. They're just sitting there watching, and the manager, she was talking to him after the lady left, and she's like, explain like, somebody, two other women that look like her came in here, like a week ago, and just got to prevent things like that from happening. Dude sat there and said, yeah, she's probably trying to play the black card, huh? Right?
Wow.
What the
Yo, and he on camera. Oh
my God.
And he don't know he on camera.
Right.
But he on camera. And then the host steps to him outside. And he's like, yeah, and dude automatically, cameras in his face, changed it up. Man, I felt so bad for her.
Oh my God.
Then they rewinded. Probably play that black card, right? You know what I mean?
That's to show you.
And to be honest with you, fucking, that is the majority of how people are. There's very few people that are going to sit there and help, even
funny
if it
because-
doesn't affect them.
Yeah, I do see that a lot, even in my own personal life here. I won't say where, but I do see that here.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's sad because I listen to people and their comments. Like, for example, I know someone who recently went to some shelters and over here, and the people didn't even want to be a part. They didn't want to be around those people. They thought that those people smelled and that they were dangerous. And
what?
Yeah.
Like a homeless shelter?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
And the
And
crazy
this
shit-
is just a crazy thing because some of these people have this mindset. They're stuck in this box. Like they've never been outside of this box. So they don't know that there are homeless people, and not all homeless people are mean or are criminals, or there are regular people who had something happen to them in their life that caused them to be homeless. They have families.
Yeah.
They had jobs once. They had people don't understand that one minute you can have everything and the next minute you don't have anything and it's gone.
Yeah. And just like you said, like it has to be more of a collective effort on not only a certain ethnic group's part,
Right.
but it needs to be multiple people,
Right.
just like you said, but
just like
J-Lo, Mark Anthony, Jay-Z, Beyonce. To be honest with you, when it comes to like catastrophes like that, like I feel like there are some white people that do donate, but that's all they do is donate the money. Now, my thing is if I donate the money, where the fuck is it going?
Right.
Like, I want to be able to go there physically. Help, you know
and I've seen a lot of people do that. Just go out there and physically help. That's the type of person I am too. If I could go out there and physically help, I would.
Damn, but you didn't go though.
Well, unfortunately, I can't though. I'm not rich though.
I mean, you almost rich.
But like when that whole thing happened, I don't know if you guys remember the whole Ariana Grande concert with the suicide bomber killed people. And instead of canceling her tour, she actually organized another tour to help and invest and recognize the families of the victims. Yeah. And she donated all the proceeds to an emergency fund. And she had other artists like Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber all come out in that concert. And I think that was definitely...
And that's pretty big and pretty dope of her, especially being so young.
And she paid for like the hospital, like the families and their hospital visits and everything like that.
And you know what? And it's certain things like that. Like, yo, let's be real. One, we didn't hear nothing like that happen with what do you call it? The Vegas massacre.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You didn't hear nothing like that. Like I feel like white people,
country singer.
I feel like rich ass white people or celebrity status white people sometimes feel like they do their part or they feel better if they just donate money.
Right.
But it's more than that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can donate your money, but how can we really prevent this from happening next time? Like, what can we do as just regular civilians?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because let's be real, I don't really understand how a lot of these things happen when you have security patting people down.
Right.
Right.
Now, with the Vegas shooting, that was different because my man was I tell people that was an old ass Jason Bourne that fucking went crazy. Yeah. And that's why he fucking shot and killed all those fucking people.
Sick. It's sad.
Like,
I know.
He planned that. That shit was
definitely.
The only people that I know that are that prepared and that stacked are Marines. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only people that I know.
Military, yeah.
And then it sucks because most of these attacks, you hear that most of them are some type of ex-branch of some sort, man.
And
you know what?
Like that Texas, the church one, he was an ex-military too.
And
I think what you can get into that and you start thinking like as far as like all these people who get out of the military, it's like a shock. Like it's a whole nother life.
Yo,
like,
that's a whole nother
and
episode.
I'm only speaking.
I'm about to have other vets on here. Like, how did you transition? It's very deep.
That's what we need to do is get another vet out here and talk to them.
That transition, in all honesty, is a very difficult. I can only imagine how Vietnam guys got out.
Yeah.
The way they treat us
regular
newer individuals. You know what I mean? Like first off, when I got out the Marine Corps, I only had like a month and 20 days to prep my whole life because I was planning to stay in for 20 years.
To retire.
Like, said, yo, I'm going to do this for 20 and not do shit for the rest of my life except travel, fuck on my lady, whoever she may be, and fucking drink.
Wow.
Because that was
at the time.
Well, yeah. Well,
she's like, cool.
Honestly, at the time, I didn't have nobody. My Marine Corps career, I tried to stay single. Why? Because ain't nobody about to get no baby checks up out of me. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know what?
I'm sorry, but like I said, the transition getting out was not sufficient enough for
the preparation.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about influential people, like my thing is if we see, just like you said, if we see these things or these, crises happening and some vets are in the middle of it or the cause of it, then we need to start looking deeper into,
yes, that's what I was going to say.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say that mental health is a subject that a lot of people, they don't want to talk about, and there's not enough help, or there's not enough.
Thing though, if they don't want to talk about it, it's kind of hard to help. You know what I mean?
war changes you
It
just
does.
as a complete
Shout out to my pops.
individual.
Came from
You
Vietnam.
know, yo,
Wow,
right?
shout out.
And it completely changes you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It changes your. I had a conversation with the homie Wes, and he was telling me like, yo, it changed me. But sometimes I think it changed me for the worse instead of the better, because once I get out, then what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't have strong friends or strong, you know,
Support system.
a base,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna be lost, man, because you're gonna be years and years trying
Or
to
a strong, loving
find your
partner.
You see, yo, you always
I
out
give
here
myself
trying
a
to
lot
get
of
light.
credit,
You trying
people.
to get shine, you trying to get
But you know
light.
what? On a brighter note,
Shout out to Mary Jane.
on a brighter note, I do want to say all the artists, like the hip hop artists or artists in general, who are giving back to their communities, who are helping. I respect that. Like, for example, Chance the Rapper, he donated $1 million to Chicago public schools, the homeless, taking care of the kids.
LeBron
like, he's been
James.
very influential in
Yes.
Chicago.
Yes.
And not only in
And
that,
I respect
his
that.
music too.
And
Yes.
music as
Lyrics.
well.
Yeah.
Yo, LeBron James, he's one of them. LeBron basically takes money out of his own pocket
Right.
to send kids to school.
I know
college.
T.I. also has something. Also, what's his name? 2 Chainz. He's
a lot of these artists, man,
rappers.
and a lot of these artists or a lot of these celebrities, they don't want to be named. Like Jay-Z and Beyonce, when that whole Ferguson and Baltimore thing, like when all these riots were going on, these people that were getting locked up, whether they're black, white, whoever, yo, they're bailing these people out. They're taking money out their own pocket to bail these people out. Why?
Unless-
Because everybody don't belong in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And if we got this whole shit going on, okay, but do these people really deserve to be locked? Well, like if you fucking people up and you're just out there just to
fuck
cause
them,
trouble, then you need to be locked up. Fuck up. You know what
I mean, let's also not forget the whole controversy with Colin Kaepernick that we're still discussing to this day.
Listen,
The fact that he was
that
willing
man-
to stand for, because he refused to stand for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. I mean, come on, people.
You know what? With Colin Kaepernick, listen, people really make it about the flag, but I can tell you that the majority of America, if you are not at that stadium, what are you doing during the national anthem? You getting a beer.
Right?
Yeah.
You getting your shit together.
You're on
even
your
at the
phone.
stadium, let's be real. Even at the stadium, if I'm in line to go get a beer,
Nobody's
or whatever,
paying attention.
I'm not fucking paying attention
No.
to that. And if this man ain't out here acting the ass, fucking doing dumb shit outside of his cause, why are we mad? Are we
Right.
really mad that this man is protesting? But
Right.
on the flip side, everybody will be like, Muhammad Ali is great. When
Yeah.
this man just completely said, fuck a whole war.
Yeah.
Not saying that he's wrong for it, but it's the double-edged sword that I'm
Yeah.
trying to, just bring the light to where people are like, yo, Colin Kaepernick, oh, he was a shitty quarterback, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, he wasn't.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. You know what I mean? Excuse me. And most people that sit there and say, oh, he's a shitty person, blah, 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 blah. One, you don't know what his
Been through,
cause is.
what he's been through, what his cause
One,
is.
This man has sent over 200,000 something, I want to say clothes, food, over to a country in Africa that I do not have in my notes or at the top of my head.
Right.
To where he gave them.
Well, there are like 54 countries in Africa.
Jesus
See,
Christ.
listen. First off, she tries to shine every time, when
I
she
mean, it's
really,
a huge
really.
continent.
But
I mean,
but like I said, man, it's this man has taken money out of his own pocket, and
Yep.
he has done this. You know what I mean? With the fear of backlash and things like that. So shout out to just everybody that has given back or that's just influential. You don't even
Yeah,
got to give back
definitely.
to be so much influential.
Right.
Perfect example, J. Cole, bro. Like, the reason I
Exactly.
admire that man is because he speaks exactly as he is. Like,
Yes.
his music is extremely influential with every movement, with every catastrophe,
Exactly.
with everything. And even outside his music, he's the exact same person. That's what I admire about him so
Yes.
much.
Yeah,
Music is something that everyone on earth can share. It's meant to help us, to bring us together, to make us happy, to bring us closer together.
Yeah,
That's why
right.
we're here right now, because of the music.
Or we here because I'm just that fly and y'all want to hang out with me, whatever, whatever.
But,
It's definitely not
My
that.
man said, nah.
but you do have, that brings us to our next segment, or however you want to
Session.
call it.
Not for a sesh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we about to have a session?
No, you know what I mean.
Are you rolling?
No, you know what I
Right.
mean. Like,
You sure?
stop it.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, shout out to everybody that gave back. If you are giving back, make sure you give back. If you haven't given back and you want to give to back to a cause, make sure you go ahead and donate to the PhillyJay Foundation. We are here to help
Donate to,
poverty-stricken grown-ass people, and we trying to help them,
He has a GoFundMe account.
Yo,
Go put a GoFundMe
we got
account
a
right now.
GoFundMe account.
But you know what, real
with
quick.
a picture of me as a kid.
Real quick, donating, you don't have to necessarily donate money or items like materialistic things, but donating your time, you'd
Definitely.
be surprised what a difference that makes. When I recently went to visit the homeless shelter right before Christmas, just my time, my presence being there,
can't
having
go.
a conversation with these individuals, it just made their day. It made them happy. And you'd be surprised how much of a difference that made in their lives.
Listen,
That was probably the only best and the best visit that they probably ever had.
Listen, I am not mature enough to be there too long.
Yeah.
My max is about an hour.
Well, yeah.
After an hour,
It was an hour.
It becomes immaturity.
It was probably an hour. It was probably an hour. I give it an hour. It was,
Nah,
and it
props
was.
to you guys. I can't do that.
Yeah, it was pretty
I don't
cool.
Volunteer. Like, I'm one of those people that I'm just an asshole. I don't give a shit.
Damn.
Well,
Listen, if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the Not Your Average Podcast crew on Instagram, Facebook, iTunes,
Google Play,
wherever
That's
the
it.
fuck.
Instagram, Facebook.
Worldwide, baby. Listen, but on a real note, on to our next topic. I was searching and watching television. Right. And
Right.
I had, I was wondering, I saw this comedian in it, Michael Che from SNL, Saturday Night Live. He's hilarious, but seen him in a dress. Seen him in a dress. So it brought to my attention, I said, yo, do you believe or do you guys think that comedians, the only way you can break through, or I guess the only way that you can really, I guess, cross over, man, is to be put in a dress?
No.
Like, I
No.
don't understand the infatuation with putting yourself in a dress.
That's just not.
Just as a man.
As a comedian, dog, you should embrace every aspect. But if you're doing something to go over, that just means you're not natural at your craft.
Yo, exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't
I
think it's
mean-
not that you're natural at it. I think that it goes into the point of allowing people to dictate your craft, your art, your talent. You know?
I think actors are put in a certain, they're cast as a type of, as a certain role, and it's based on status. And I think, like, for example, when you watch In Living Color, I mean, you can you can go deeper into this, because that's what they say, that Hollywood has emasculated black men. If you want to, there has been a lot of topics about that and a lot of conversations and stuff like that. But if you look at In Living Color, that was actually produced, written, directed by the Wayans brothers. I mean, don't you remember Jamie Foxx, who wore a dress? They wore a dress.
I've never seen. Oh nah, I've never seen Damon Wayans in a dress.
No, but Jamie Foxx did. Didn't Jamie Foxx wear a
Keenan
dress?
Ivory Wayans in a dress.
I hope not.
But I
Oh
damn
yes,
sure saw that.
David Allen
David, I said Keenan Ivory
Whoa, Keenan.
Wayans.
Yes, Damon Wayans wore dressing in living color.
What?
He did.
What character?
Actually, no, but Charlene and Marlon wore
in
dress
White Chicks.
in White Chicks.
Yes, in White Chicks, yes. I'll give you that. One more time. Welcome to the Not Your Average Podcast crew, presented to you by Creative Minds Music Group, where music means greatness. We are here to make your brand better than who? The next man.
But when you look at these actors, most of them are really actors / comedians. So if that's part of their role, I mean, that's a certain role that they decide that they want to take.
Dave Chappelle told a story how during remember the movie Blue Streak, where
Yes.
him and Martin Lawrence,
Yes.
they wanted him to get into a dress, and he said no. He said, Dave, but they already wrote it in the script. He said, fuck no, I'm not wearing no dress. I ain't wearing no goddamn
and much
dress.
respect to that. Like,
and you know what? They changed the script. He said, damn, he said they came back 10 minutes later with a different script.
like good dog, like good on him, because to him he doesn't need a dress to be a comedian.
Right.
He don't.
Yeah.
But what would you say about Tyler Perry with all the Medea shows?
Listen.
Do you think that was his idea, or that was Hollywood telling him?
That was him.
Hey, you gotta wear a dress.
Listen, my mom been watching Tyler Perry plays since 1999. You understand? So this man been in a dress. My thing is, I can't be that comfortable in no dress. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like low key, that's probably like an inner alternate personality.
Really?
That he's just And what's the best way to pull off? I like to be a cross dresser. What
I
is
don't
the
know.
best way to pull off?
So you're
I like
saying
to be a
that all
cross-dresser?
actors who have worn
I didn't
dresses,
say all actors.
or majority.
I didn't say majority. I said, I said for him, yes. And for others, might be. But for the majority, no. I
don't
think for the
know.
majority, it's, they gave me a script. They want me in a
I
dress.
think they
I'm
are
just gonna have to
typecast
do
as a
what the
certain
best-
role, but I also think that they have a choice and a decision to make. And if they want to wear a
in
dress,
Hollywood,
then
no.
that's what they want to do.
No.
What about Eddie Murphy and the Nutty Professor?
Eddie Murphy, you got to understand.
Norbit.
You got to understand with that, Eddie, he controlled all of that.
Okay.
Now,
So is he wrong for that?
I'm not saying he's wrong or right. I'm just saying for me,
Martin Lawrence and Martin.
Yeah. I'm not saying what I'm asking is, do you think comedians need to be in these dresses?
I don't think they need to be or need to do anything. I think they choose to be because they see that it brings laughter. It's their audience and their fans find it funny. They find it funny. They are. And the fact that there are talented individuals who can do this, don't get me wrong. Like, for example, if you were to put Samuel L. Jackson in a dress, I don't think that he can really.
I would be so upset.
I don't think I've
would
ever
be
seen him wear a dress, but I don't think he could really play that role because
I
he
would be
wasn't
so upset.
casted in that role.
Yeah.
Everyone else that we've talked about, they have been casted in those roles. They have chosen to play those roles.
this is the thing though now.
But they
where
can
does-
they
where
can
does
also
pressure
be
come
serious
into-
actors.
Where does pressure come into, as in Hollywood now?
See,
where
that's
they're
what
like,
you-
where they're saying, "Yo, you gotta wear this dress,"
And
it's
I
like,
guarant-
"No, I don't want to wear it," or "Nah, that's not part of me." And they're like, "Cool, we'll just find someone else."
Yo,
Well, you can
and-
say the same
and
thing
you
for
know
white
what?
actors too, because there are plenty of white
Yeah,
actors who've
it
worn
doesn't have to be any
dresses.
color
I'm saying
specific.
in general.
Yeah.
I'm not just
Yeah, just not
marginalizing
one,
it
yeah.
to just black people.
No,
I'm saying
everybody.
in general.
Yeah.
Because has Will Ferrell been in a dress?
Yes.
He has?
Will Ferrell. I don't know if Will Ferrell's
Has
been
Will
in the dress.
Ferrell
Sounded
been in a
pretty
dress?
confident.
Because I'm going to tell you this. If there are Caucasian comedians that are still funny and have not put a dress on, then why is it that the minorities, why is it that we have, I think it's because it's a certain demographic that enjoys seeing certain people in dresses. They think it's funny.
Yeah.
But for us, we don't think
It's just like toilet humor. Not everybody's into it.
Exactly. Like for
Exactly.
me, I don't want to see like, yo, Shanae is iconic, but Martin to me was funny even without being Shanae.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Even though it was a character he created that basically was based off of his sister and his aunts and his cousins and things like that. But, I mean, like I said, to each his own at the end of the day.
Exactly.
It's just, I just want to know, like, do you think comedians need to be in it?
I don't think so.
No, but one of the funniest movies of all time that I absolutely love till this day, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, snap.
Robin Williams.
You know what? I would tell you this. When Mrs. Doubtfire, I've never been a fan of that.
Another awesome,
I've never
amazing
been a
movie
fan.
that you haven't seen. If you haven't seen its old movie, Dustin
Crying
Hoffman, Tootsie. Amazing, awesome movie. Dustin Hoffman,
nope,
Tootsie.
nope.
Nathan Lane, The Birdcage, one of my favorite movies.
The Birdcage.
John Travolta, Hairspray.
Yo.
Tim
those
Curry,
movies. I hate
Rocky
those movies.
Horror. Charlie Chaplin. Adam
Charlie-
Sandler, Jack and Jill.
Yo, but that movie was a flop.
I mean,
Most of these
Let it
are.
up. Yo. I've seen some of these.
but there's still white actors in
Yeah.
dresses.
Yeah.
And
But-
famous white actors
But
at that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, is it the need or is it,
I guess I just think.
or
in
is
a
it like,
generation-
yo,
You know what I
ain't
think?
nobody else
No.
doing it?
I
Ain't
think
nobody
it's
else might
because
as well.
in a lot of these black films, black actors have the lead role. I think maybe
What?
that's why
Yeah.
it's more common and more seen, because it makes it seem more common and makes it more out there because they play lead roles.
Wait,
In
what?
dresses?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Big Mama's House.
They're all lead actors
Big
in
Mama's
their
House.
in the movies. They
Yeah.
play lead roles.
Big Mama's House.
So you're going to see it and it's going to
Yeah.
be more common.
True.
It's
So it's-
you know what? It's it's like a fucking yo, yo man, it's devil's.
It's just
Yo,
this
it's the
type of
devil's
comedy,
pie,
bro.
baby.
Yeah.
It's a type of comedy. That's what you
Yeah,
gotta say,
and
man.
it's
I
yo,
mean-
you got to take the good with the bad at the end of the day because yo, some of these comedians, you know, based off of the things that they have done, you know, and including being in dresses and things like that. Some of these characters are iconic characters.
That
like-
gives, I mean, it
like
gives them the
Miss
status that
Doubtfire,
they have.
Shanae,
It has
Wanda.
given them the status that they have,
No,
perhaps.
it did not. No, it did not. Because Martin Lawrence was good before he put on that.
No,
he put
absolutely. I'm not
anything
saying
else.
that he wasn't, but I'm just saying that these are all still prominent actors in Hollywood. Black
Yeah.
actors, entertainers.
Let's be real. Black people don't run nothing in Hollywood. White people tell black people what to do, when to do it. Yo, this is what you're gonna do. And if you're a comedian just coming up, what are you gonna do? You gonna really tell them like no, and this is your big break?
Right.
Matter of fact, Denzel did that. Denzel turned a role down because they wanted him to play somebody, and he turned it down. And somebody basically told him like, you ain't got enough cachet to be turning shit down like that.
Damn.
Now imagine somebody tell you that where you like, fuck that, I ain't going in no dress. Hey
Exactly.
bro, you ain't got the cachet for that.
Damn.
Now with Dave Chappelle already had shit that he already wrote under his belt before Blue Streak and everything came out.
This
Right.
is the thing though with Dave Chappelle. Even if he wasn't where he was, I don't think he would have done it.
Dave Chappelle had his own show, and Dave Chappelle never once
Wore a dress.
wore a dress or had any other comedians on there wear dresses.
You know what? The Actors Studio, there was an interview with Dave Chappelle. That interview,
Have you ever
now
seen
I
that
want to
show?
see that interview.
Yes,
I want to
seen
watch it
that
again
interview,
after this.
Detail.
You have
That's
to
when-
watch that interview.
Yo, when I
the
seen-
Actors Studio.
Yeah, it's inside the Actors Studio. So
Yeah,
basically,
inside the Actors Studio, sorry.
So basically, they have a bunch of these film students, trying to be actors, things like that, right? So they
Yeah.
all come into the big ass auditorium, and it'll be anybody. So it can be like they have Martin Lawrence on there, Will Smith, Brad Pitt, all these people.
Yeah.
And the episode with Dave Chappelle, we good. The episode that we had with Dave Chappelle, that's the shit that had me bugging out because it was like, damn, like my man really had you wanting to think more
Twice
into
or
what
deeper,
the fuck is really
deeper
going
into.
on.
Well, I think that if you look at the bigger spectrum, I think Hollywood has tried to emasculate all men, no matter the ethnicities, race. I think it's been all men. They've attempted to emasculate all men. You know, to a certain extent.
Minority men more than most.
True.
We can go ahead and those are just facts. Speaking of, execs and things like that in Hollywood, my next point I wanted to talk to you guys about culture vultures. Culture vultures. Yes.
Oh no.
Yes. You culture vulture fucks. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead
you gotta
and
be a culture vulture fuck. I'm sorry, I just moved the whole goddamn table.
Yeah,
why
you
do
gotta
you have to be a culture vulture fuck?
Yo, because you motherfuckers don't belong in our goddamn culture. That's why.
I agree.
That's why. You got
so wait a minute. What is your definition of a culture vulture before we even start having this conversation?
Exploiting the culture for your own personal gain. You are not helping nobody else.
Exploiting the culture, whether good or bad.
No, it's if you're exploiting the culture, it's always bad. Yeah. If you exploit anything.
My idea, what I was thinking, partly what a culture vulture is someone who is basically doing whatever is whatever's in the moment at that time.
That's
what I thought a culture vulture like. So if there's a certain style or certain what do you call it, like clothing or brand or something, then everybody's wearing it, you're wearing it too. You don't want to be different outside of what's considered the norm.
No, I'm gonna tell you what the culture vulture would be. The person that says, yo, this guy got this shit popping. Okay, I'm about to take you. All right, the majority of the people that you get, like let's say artists or whoever, right? I'm going to get you. You really don't know about any business, anything.
Right.
I'm going to take you and your product. I'm going to put you on the big stage, yes, but you ain't getting the money that I'm going to be getting.
Yep.
You are going to end up getting rid of the rights to the music.
Right.
You're going to end up giving the rights to your art, whatever it is, just for the exploitation of that culture, of that individual. And then when you look up, you're like, yo, why the fuck am I doing this? Like,
and then when their pop is over, you're done.
It's done. I don't want them.
You're done. Yeah, you're like,
I don't want them. I'm not taking no meetings. I ain't trying. Guess who is one of the biggest culture vultures of all music time?
Who?
Guess. Because
no. It's not him. It's
not him. Oh my god. Then I don't know.
One of the biggest culture vultures of all time.
Yes.
Who's that? Bruno Mars?
Elvis Presley.
Oh, Elvis Presley. Oh, shit. Sorry, people.
Elvis Presley. Why do I say Elvis Presley? I say it because there were multiple songs written and performed by black artists and writers back in the day, and they stole it, not giving these artists not a fucking penny, not a cent, until obviously the Beatles kicked up storm.
I agree.
The copyrights, royalties, and everything like that came into play. But Chuck Berry, he's not a culture vulture, but he's another one that was a victim of them. You know what I mean? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Big Mama Thorne. She was a big black woman, sang it first. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Well, talking about her man. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
They did say he used to say a lot of negative things about black people.
Of course. Black people wrote his music.
And they did write his music.
Black people wrote his music. Look, when I say culture vulture, it's not black people versus white people.
No, definitely not.
There are plenty of white people.
Now, when I say...
nothing.
Now, when I say culture vulture, it's artists versus the execs.
Right.
It's creativity versus power. And for us in hip hop, we are a collective culture. Mm-hmm. And when we have people like, I'm sorry, but when we have execs like Leo Cohen, who used to be in charge of Def Jam and everything like that, you know what I mean? You're exploiting these artists, but you're not helping these artists.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Another perfect example, Birdman, bro.
Birdman, he's another one. And he's a brother.
Right.
Culture vulture. You know what I mean? Another one is, I hate to say it, Macklemore. And whoever his people are behind him.
Do you think that's culture vulture, or Culture misappropriation.
Culture misappropriation.
Because I think
I'll
there's
give you that
two
one.
different things.
Yeah.
Culture misappropriation, which is something else.
Yo, I
that
just said
a
he a
lot
vulture
of
because
artists-
I didn't like how
we can
he
accuse
won
a lot
that.
of artists of culture misappropriation.
Yeah, Drake, he's in there.
You know?
Drake,
Shout out to Drake.
Yo, you know what? I don't got nothing against Drake, but like my thing is, yo, I don't want to see you on every track that some new hot artist is coming out with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to sit there and like somebody said that Bruno Mars was a culture vulture, and it upset me because I'm like, of all people.
Well, the only reason why I said is because I know that that's what you were arguing
Yeah.
about.
Now,
on Facebook.
Yeah, my thing is how can you call somebody who's a student of music, who pays homage to those that came before him,
Right.
who sits
Gives
here,
the credit to
he
those
gives the
that-
credits, the people that he samples from, they get their royalties, they get paid. How can we call this man a culture vulture? Let's be real, because I guarantee you it's because Cardi B's on that new track.
Yes.
And me and Julio was talking about it. And I said, yo, I guarantee the song was already done.
Right.
And somebody in somebody's camp sat there and said, yo, before we put this out, yo.
Who can we get?
Or it was,
Or
you never know. You know what I mean? Because there's some artists like Jordan Lucas was telling this story how he let Logic's manager hear and see some of the music that he was working on.
Yeah.
And you know the 1-800 hotline song that he got?
the suicide song.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Jordan Lucas originally had a song that was similar to it. And then he's like, yo, I look up, and then this dude got a 1-800 whatever to a suicide line, and I originally had that idea. Now, where people were shitting on him is they were like, why would you let anybody listen to anything that you got that you haven't put out yet?
Right.
Definitely.
You don't owe it to anybody to be like, yo, listen to the shit that I got. You know you fucking hot. Fuck, why do I gotta let this nigga's manager listen to us?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I just believe that yo, man, there's so many culture vultures, man. Like
There are so many.
Like-
And there are a lot of people a lot of artists
Post Malone,
who
culture vulture,
misuse.
culture,
They misuse their
misappropriate-
misappropriation.
Yo, whatever SAT word Yolanda
They
just
misuse
said.
it. They misuse it.
Shout out to Schoolboy Q for writing Rockstar.
Yo, no, it was
Oh.
Joey Badass.
Joey Badass? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it
Joey
was
Badass.
It was Joey Badass.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could Google it just to get our shit straight. But yeah, he said, yeah, it was Joey Badass because T-Pain
was Joey
was on
Badass.
the original.
Yeah, and they heard the remix,
Yes.
quotation remix, and they're like, yo, bro, that remix is hot. It's like,
And
what are
he's
you
like,
talking about? This is the original.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yo, there's so many artists out there that get ripped off for their music because you have these execs that are like, yo, this is hot.
Yeah.
Yo, we should give it to this artist. What?
Yep. It's, like, it's already made, bro.
Yo,
Give it
right?
to the sides.
Oh, yeah, but that's when it becomes that indie or label.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the chick fucking the Cash Me Outside chick. Yo, that chick is just all type of fucked up. Like, and the label, and you know what? The label that signed her, that right there is culture
Misappropriation.
misappropriation. That's fucking culture
Misuse of the
appropriating,
freaking culture.
fucking culture vulturing,
That's
all
like
types
the
of shit.
That label's like the capital.
It's
of
embarrassing.
culture vulture, bro.
It is.
It
It
is.
is. Like they, just like one of our guests, T. Honest said. He said it, man. Like, yo, they got a sketchy ass track record, you know.
Yep.
So, real quick, sir. I don't know if you guys know, but we have this segment called Urban Word of the
Urban
Day.
Dictionary word of the day.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
God. Did you forget?
I almost did.
Urban Dictionary
while.
word of the day.
Oh man, you know what? I'm sorry. It's been a while. This is our first night back.
Okay,
so-
your excuse. I
So-
forgive you.
So
Get your shit
listen,
together.
we have our first Urban Dictionary word of the day, brought to you by nobody.
Nobody.
Right? I'm playing. Oh, okay. Let's read it. Presented by Creative Minds Music Group. Brought to you by Big Dawg.
Julio.
Sir, what is our Urban Dictionary word of
Something
the day?
good. Let's go.
Alrighty, guys. Today's Urban Dictionary word of the day is gonna go with the perfect flow of our comedians in dresses, because most of them use this. So the term today is lesbian.
What?
Lesbian. A male with a speech effect that creates an impression that the individual may be homosexual.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
A lesbian may be or maybe not be gay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's just
What
it's
the
just a
hell?
voice. So just if anybody says, "Whoa, he has a lesbian voice," it doesn't mean you're gay.
Mike
it's just you
Tyson?
have a gay voice.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, there you go.
First of all, I ain't saying shit to him because
Hey, that
Mike
fool
Tyson
can have
type.
any voice.
I
and
love
he'll
you,
kill
Mike
me.
Tyson, but
Listen,
I'm sure it's not
Mike
the first time that you
Tyson
heard
got
your
the
voice is a
bread
little
to
bit
show
feminine.
up wherever the Mike Tyson is the dude that'll pull up. That's what I don't want to do.
No offense towards you, Mike Tyson. We love you, but
Yo, you know what?
your voice is
Hey, you know what? Story time,
very
real quick.
calming.
When I was younger, I used to have a lisp. My mom sat there and said, ain't no way my son is going to be no grown-ass man with a lisp. So,
Thank you,
know,
Mrs. Jenkins.
yo, right? Shout out.
Appreciate
Damn, you got to
it.
get my mama's government
Imagine.
out there.
Thank you, Mrs.
Sure.
Thank you, Mrs. Jenkins.
Right? Right? Be
ma'am.
out
Thank
here
you, Mrs.
spitting all
Jenkins.
over the
Thank you.
mics, all
Thank
over
you.
people's faces. I probably wouldn't even talk. Nah, I'm lying because I still talked up a storm back then.
Okay, but a speech impediment is,
It's different
It's different
from a
from a
lesbian.
lesbian. Yeah.
Nah, see, Mike Tyson, he has a speech impediment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's probably because all the times he got hit in the head.
Yo, right?
I don't know if he had it when he was a child or he.
Well,
developed
Jamie
it as
Foxx
an
is playing
adult.
him in a movie, Mike
shall
Tyson
find
biopic,
out.
so we'll definitely find out.
Can't wait for that.
Well,
Looking
sir,
forward
we
to that.
appreciate the Urban Dictionary word of the day presented by Big Dawg, brought to you by
Urban Dictionary.
Yes. So, before we peace out, Miss Jojo, do you have some current events?
Current events.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Oh, did
Time
you know?
out. We do current events just to keep you non-news watching motherfuckers up to date. Want to know why? Because you got to pay attention of what the fuck is going on.
Did you guys hear that Kendrick Lamar is producing the Black Panther album?
Yes.
Shut the
Yes,
I mean, soundtrack?
yes,
I'm sorry,
yes.
soundtrack.
I was gonna tell you too, Philip, and I forgot, bro.
I thought it was
It's
run.
really
Yo,
happening, people.
When I look, cause I tried to get King's Vision on there, and during my time of fucking tracking who is producing this album to put this song on there, it was Run the Jewels.
Oh.
They had a song, and it was this other guy who looked like he had a German ass last name that was doing the soundtrack. Holy fuck!
Yeah, man. It was. As a matter of fact, they released a single for it. The first single for the soundtrack is by
With SZA.
SZA and
Oh,
And
is it?
yeah. I can't wait to hear it. I think it came out today, actually.
and
Listen.
it came out yesterday, I think.
I think yesterday, because
Yeah.
I think I heard it, but I wasn't
Oh
paying
no, you know when
attention.
it came out? It came out on Friday. That's when the singles drop in the albums.
Yo, facts.
Yeah. Did you guys do you guys think that Trump should be banned from Twitter? I think that's like
Yes.
something in
I
the
think
news that hasn't Trump been banned from Twitter yet?
I think the president, to be honest, he be having some funny shit on there, and then other times he be just having retarded shit on there.
Somebody needs to help him with his like spelling.
What do
and
you guys think
grammar.
about? What do you guys think about Jeff Sessions trying to shut down our legal marijuana operations?
I think it's
I think it's
pretty retarded, man.
I think it's stupid too. I think it's going to take a lot of money. You know what? I feel like he's trying to do it just to get California dependent on government.
Yeah.
Let's be real. California is only dependent on California.
Yeah.
If you really want to think about it, and if they really wanted to, like, California really don't exports, imports, they're right there.
either that-
Recreational marijuana is legal in LA, right? In California?
Yeah.
Yes.
All of California.
And medical
Also-
marijuana has been legal for like what, 20 years?
forever.
Like
legal? Nah.
yeah, legal for like
Medicinal.
20 medical?
No, that's why Obama passed it, because they wasn't doing marijuana nothing until the law got passed, and then they did, okay, medical marijuana, and then once they did the research and saw the money from the medical marijuana, then they said, yo, we can do this shit for recreational uses as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I thought medical
It's just
marijuana
California's
was legal
well
already.
known for growing some bomb ass shit.
I wouldn't
Shout
know.
out to Cali one time.
Hey,
Shout
did
out
you
to
guys
Cali.
hear about that Florida teen who faked being a doctor with his own medical
Yo,
practice?
yeah.
And he was sentenced to 3 years in prison.
Did he ever? I heard about that a little while. Damn.
Well, yeah, he's 20 years old now, and he has to pay like all this money back to all the people that he
Diagnosed.
basically faked. Yeah,
First off, I don't even know where to begin with.
it's like
those questions.
$80,000.
My only question is why? Like why?
Of all things, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
then
why?
again, look, for my 29th birthday, I faked being a fucking astrophysicist. So pretty sure if I can fake being
just to
an
get into a
astrophysicist-
hotel and get like a suite,
presidential.
a presidential
let's not,
suite.
Let's not.
I
just-
can't believe you got away with that. That's
let's
hilarious.
not go ahead and say I just have just a little suite. No, my shit was presidential. You feel me?
Did you guys know that Kevin Gates was in jail?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He been in jail for a while.
For a while.
Yeah, because
Free Kevin Gates.
he kicked a fan.
Don't be grabbing like that's what
No.
I don't understand. If you got somebody that is performing and he already tell you stop grabbing me, and you keep on grabbing him, what do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, pop.
I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of women these days they take the they don't know when to fucking back up. I feel like they are in the mindset of like I am just like a man until they start getting beat on, and then it becomes this guy's an asshole. But you look at the whole thing and then you're like, well, why is she still grabbing this man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why you after he sat there and said, yo, stop grabbing me. Like, yo, I ain't playing that shit. Don't nobody grab me. And as an artist, I would feel the same way.
Definitely.
I have no protection up there. It's just, whatever type club, rather big or small, people are still there at the stage. And if security ain't there at the front of the stage,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
exactly, I gotta
Yeah.
protect myself.
It's like,
Yeah.
yo, why is she getting on stage if you have security?
Now
Security
that's the
ain't
only
doing the
shitty
job.
thing.
I
Now,
mean,
that's
he
the only
was
shitty
gonna
thing.
get out, but then they found that he had some warrant for a gun charge or something.
Yo, and that's the thing that sucks about you being an artist out here living reckless.
Yeah.
Is because you gonna have shit like that happen to you.
Did you know that the Brat House has a lawsuit for
Oh my
some
God.
chick that she hit with a bottle in a club?
In the club.
Yeah, she hit her in the face with a
Listen,
bottle,
I'm gonna tell you this.
a rum bottle.
If I ever get famous, when we get famous, I ain't fighting nothing but other famous people.
Yeah.
I ain't
Well, she has to
fighting
pay
broke
over
ass
$7
niggas.
million.
That's gonna get numbers, bro.
I
That's gonna
ain't
get
fighting
numbers.
none of you broke ass niggas.
What's the benefit of you fighting someone that's like not a figure whatsoever, dog?
I
You
don't
ain't
know.
getting nothing but
ain't
losses.
gonna get
right?
shit.
What you gonna say? You go, yo, fuck you, man. All right.
Cool, bro.
All right.
I'm gonna go in this club. You stay outside with your bitch.
Basically.
Right. Well, Ms.Yoyo, we appreciate those current events.
You're welcome.
We appreciate that. Now, before we go, our last topic, sneakers and music and how they blend together. I think the sneaker world, the music
very
world,
interesting.
I think they blend together. One of the biggest people that, one of the biggest companies that help, or that blend easily with music is, who do you guys think? In your opinion, what sneaker company really, blends well with music and
Is it Nike?
No. I'm asking
Oh.
you personally.
Oh.
Like, what do you think? Just
Oh.
by hearing artists and looking at whatever, like what do you guys?
I think any type of shoe is big in music, especially like, for example, country boots are huge, bro. They're
Facts.
always naming
Facts.
that. Now, when we're talking brands, it's bigger in the hip hop scene
Yeah.
that I've heard. Like one of the biggest things is Jordans, Nikes, and Tims.
Yeah.
That's what I'm always hearing
Well,
about.
Kanye West with the Yeezys now. That's
Ain't nobody paying
but that's a lot
$400.
of. But they're super expensive.
And
So
fucking ugly too.
Yo,
yeah,
for
they
me,
look like
for me-
space ships.
Nah,
or
not
something.
the Red Octobers. The Red Octobers are dope. The Red Octobers basically look like Air Force Ones, but all red.
Those are
Yeah.
nice.
Now, for me, it would be Adidas. Adidas, yo.
Adidas.
My
Wow.
my shell toes, you know what I mean? Back to Run DMC days.
They say Adidas
Yeah.
stands for All Day I Dream About Sex.
As a matter of fact,
Word.
Kendrick has his own line.
Did you ever hear that?
Nah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Back in the day, we always used to make fun of people that got Adidas because we used to say that. Like, that's what it meant.
Yo, I used to want fucking shell toes because everybody in high school was rocking them. But then I realized if I put these on, my feet gonna look big as fuck. I'm good. But I feel like Adidas really tries to incorporate music, sports, art, and sneakers. Like, I feel like they are the ones that do sit there. Reebok, they're another one.
Damn,
because
Reebok. I used to wear
remember
Reeboks back in the day.
Because you remember
High tops,
who's the
low
first
tops.
rapper to ever have his own sneaker?
That I do not know.
Puff Daddy? Oh,
Nope.
Jay-Z.
Yes,
Oh.
the S dots.
Jay-Z.
When them things, I was in the mall when them things.
I remember that.
I said when
remember that.
they drop, I'm gonna be the first nigga in line. Now they were low tops.
Yeah.
They were cool. You know what I mean? I don't know where the fuck they at now.
Interesting.
I had a signature collection. Like I had every S dot because I was like, yo, I'd rather buy that than these Jordans.
I think the thing with sneakers too is like if you're gonna have a sneaker line, like you have to be constantly updating because a lot of sneakers there are like their classics, classics, but then there's like you have to keep constantly changing, having a new, keeping up with the culture.
See, and like my thing is like if that's the case, then Jordan's always basically dropping the same.
I feel like they
shoes.
drop the same sneaker and it's just like
And
a
it's still
different
crazy.
color, or like they come back from
Yeah.
like when I was in high school.
Yeah.
You know what's the best part about this? I'm not a shoe person whatsoever, bro. I don't give two shits about shoes. The shoes I've been wearing for a while, and shout out to Wiz because, I mean, it is part of his name too. Shout out to them Chuck Taylors out there.
Oh.
I love Chucks.
Yeah,
You know, I like Chucks.
I do like Chucks.
I like Chucks.
Pretty
Chucks.
cool.
Yeah, right. Chucks make me feel like, yo, I can show off my ankles and not be embarrassed. You feel me? Like I can still be fly as fuck showing off my ankle. Like,
Yeah.
my shit is cool.
I feel like you can wear
with
Chucks with
women-
anything, dressy,
definitely.
casual,
Yo,
like
right?
you
Word.
could just
I feel like
Ladies.
Chucks are like a real artist shoe.
right.
Yeah.
They're real artsy
It's
type
real
shoe.
like.
There you go with the
you got
Chucks.
'em on
You
right
got
now.
the Chucks, the black and
Shout
white.
out, yo,
Chucks.
time out. My man got the fucking same
High top
shoes
Chucks.
that what's my man from Sandlot? Yo, he got the
Oh.
same shoes that my man from Sandlot had.
Damn,
Hell yeah.
Sandlot.
that movie was awesome too.
Yo,
Another
right?
classic movie.
Classic.
If you haven't seen that movie, there's something wrong with you.
Well, before we peace out, guys, we always have our word of
Word to live by.
Yo, I'm all fucked
He's
up.
all
I'm
messed
fucked
up.
Day one.
Thank God you
Well,
have
it's day
me.
one. It's day one. It's day
2018.
one. It's day
Words
one.
to live. Do you have any words to live by?
My words to live by is eat shit and prosper. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. I'm fucking with y'all. Do you, anybody? Because I can go. All right.
You go ahead.
All right. So my words to live by for you guys for this brand new year is, it's not bad to reinvent yourself. It's not bad to step outside your norm this year. 18 is a pretty sweet ass number, 18 years old, 18 years doing whatever, So make sure you try to reinvent yourself this year somehow. Reinvent yourself, rather if it's in business, personal life, religion, doesn't matter. Reinvent yourself. Why? Because that's the only way we can feel alive, and we can feel like we are keeping up with the time, and
Definitely.
that's how we don't get old mindset wise,
Yeah.
because if your mind thinks you're old, then the rest of it will follow.
But most important out of that is always be yourself no matter what. Don't follow
100.
trends. Don't follow something you don't like. Just be yourself. Be 100,
Try doing that this year, guys. Be yourself at all times, no matter if people can take it or not. So
I agree.
we appreciate the love. We appreciate the support.
baby.
And make sure,
you
if you have not already,
subscribe.
make sure you
Subscribe,
subscribe to the
subscribe.
Not Your Average Podcast crew.
The Not Your Average Podcast
Damn,
crew.
she said that shit aggressive as fuck.
Right, man,
All
I
right, I
got
hope she
scared.
don't fuck me up. Damn. Make sure you subscribe on Instagram. Oh shit, on iTunes. I just seen an I.
Google Play.
Right, Google Play, or if you got Google Plus like Julio does.
I got my own invention.
Google
guys.
Plus.
Google Plus, guys.
Make sure you go subscribe. Remember, we are here for your entertainment and fucking, well, we're just here for your entertainment
We're
and
here to
personal
fuck shit
awesomeness.
Yes,
You know,
I
so
agree.
until next episode, I guess we will see y'all on the flip side of
Peace,
the coin.
everybody.
Later, guys.
Start up the phonograph.
Party people in the place to be. On a fresh style, let me show you.